welcome. Yep, got you loud and clear.
Yeah, so say what you want about deaf people.
Lemon Charlie.
Oh, you didn't get the joke.
I didn't. What are you talking about?
I said say what you want about deaf people.
Huh?
Still didn't get it.
I still didn't get it.
Okay.
All right, back from the break, and Kenny's still looking at me kind of creepily, but a good transition piece from all the war talk and politics and shit. Question.
You want to hear a rhetorical joke?
Yeah. What are you doing? All right. Question. Marry one, kill one, fuck one. Hillary Clinton, Michelle Obama, Nancy Pelosi. Are you familiar with those three women?
Yeah.
If they're women. Marry, kill, fuck. Go.
Oh man, that's a huge question for me.
As big as Michelle's dick?
Right. Huge.
Do you think she has a dick? Does he have a dick?
I don't know, man. Because you see all this stuff on the internet. You never know what to believe. Mike Obama. Does Mike Obama have a dick?
Oh, here we go. Of course, leave the Reddit with the best. Why is the image so tiny?
Yeah. So, I mean, and who knows if these images are doctored?
What is that?
Right.
I mean, yeah, sure.
Right.
Anything you see on a screen can obviously be edited,
right.
But I already believe, so look at that. What are you adjusting? Is she still carrying?
It's her microphone.
Listening to what, her asshole? Oh, it shouldn't be that funny. All right. Anyway, I did see young Barack and Michelle Obama. Let's see. There's an image I saw. I swear, dude. There's an old image where she was back before she did the transition thing. I mean, maybe she's just ugly. Or maybe Google, it's been cleaned up, the internet. All right. Anyway, still, you're familiar with Hillary Clinton, right?
Uh-huh.
And you're familiar with Big Mike here,
right?
Like she's broader shoulders and buffer than Obama.
Yeah, she looks stronger than her husband. Yeah, for sure.
Like we know who wears the pants in that relationship, right?
Yep.
Anyway, okay. And are you familiar with Nancy Pelosi?
Yes.
Marry one,
and
kill
Hillary.
one, fuck one.
I don't think I can answer that.
You have to. That's the way the game works.
All right.
And it's involuntary.
I'll start from the beginning, I guess. So who would I marry?
Yeah.
I can't answer that.
You want me to go?
Sure.
Okay, so it's kind of hard to answer the marry question because I kind of want to marry Nancy Pelosi because then I'd eventually, immediately divorce her and hopefully there wouldn't be. I wouldn't do it without a prenup, right? So, boom, I got money because somehow she's magically the best fucking investor ever, or at least her husband is, and somehow everything that she's involved in, whatever committee she sits on, they make a lot of money on shortly after.
When it comes to that question, it's like, who would I marry for the money, basically?
Sure, you could say that. It's also really, really smart to marry Hillary Clinton so she don't fucking disappear your ass.
Exactly.
So there's benefits to marrying Hillary.
I think you just answered the question.
No, I didn't. I was saying there's two different ones that I would kind of want to marry, and I'm not gay, so I wouldn't want to marry Mike. Plus, she might beat me up. But I gotta fuck one. That's the marry shit. The kill shit, that's easy to answer. The fuck one. I mean, Bill Clinton don't even want to fuck Hillary. Obviously, I'm not into Mike. And
So
Nancy
at least
Pelosi,
one.
Nancy Pelosi looks like the Grim Reaper, dude.
You gotta
Maybe,
choose one.
maybe if I fucked her, she would die because she's so goddamn old. So be married or be fucking killing the same person.
So there's your reason.
What are you talking about? All right. So I'm killing Mike. I keep going back and forth whether I marry one or kill or marry one or fuck one. I think Hillary pisses me off more than Nancy Pelosi, so it's just gonna be a hate fuck. I'm fucking Hillary and I'm marrying Nancy. Done. Your turn.
Love the reason. I'm just gonna go with what you answered.
Mm-mm.
I usually follow. No, I follow you in everything.
Dude, come on.
It's like,
All right, fine.
It's like, hey, let's drive through this mud puddle.
All right,
I'm just gonna
fine.
follow you through and we get stuck.
All right, you get your own marry, fuck, kill then. I mean, it started off yours and you kind of passed it to me and I ate on it. So
I did not want to answer that
marry, fuck, kill, right?
one. Uh huh.
Biden, Trump, Obama.
Oh my god. No.
Yeah, it's a have to. That's the rules.
I have to.
I didn't make it up, but it's the rules.
Oh, man. Who is it? So Biden, Trump, and Obama, right?
Barack, yeah.
Bro.
Who are you fucking?
Oh my gosh. Because you can marry without having to fuck, right?
Yeah.
So, I would definitely marry Trump for the money.
Easy.
Absolutely.
You might want to kill Obama.
And then would, I guess, fuck. So stupid.
You might want
Biden,
to,
because he would forget it, and then I would forget it. I'm trying to really hard.
He wouldn't be able to tell nobody.
Exactly. And then
you might want to kill Obama so he don't kill
so doesn't
you
kill
first.
me. Exactly. That's what I was gonna say.
You heard about his chef that drowned in like water that was shallow enough to stand up in?
No, did not hear that.
Oh, dude, Obama's White House chef death.
Man, you have the hardest questions.
The drowning death of a former White House chef. So, Tafari Campbell, 45, was found dead last month in Edgartown, Great Pond, on the south shore of Martha's Vineyard, state police said. So, former U.S. President Barack Obama's personal chef has been ruled in accidental drowning.
In what?
How deep water? About 8 feet. Okay, so if that's true, then
Plausible. It's like a swimming pool, I'm assuming.
well, paddle boarding. So he had some type of flotation device. 100 feet from shore and in 8 feet of water in the area water close to where the Obamas have summer house. I don't know. I mean, in Martha's Vineyard, do you go paddle boarding intoxicated? Or tripping balls on something? And you're like, ooh, slip, fall off? Like, even if you slipped and fell and bonked your head on your paddleboard, like, I don't feel like it's knocking you out.
Right.
Like, why don't you just get back on the paddleboard, bitch?
I mean, it's plausible. I mean, we don't know what kind of shape that person was in.
He's 45. He can't be in that bad a shape.
I don't know. I mean, you can be, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's people in wheelchairs.
But it is suspicious, for sure.
That was a joke, by the way.
I didn't
They
catch
probably
it.
don't swim well.
You didn't get my joke. I didn't get your
What?
joke.
You said a joke?
Yes.
What did you say?
I said, do you want to hear a rhetorical joke?
I still don't get it. Explain. It was rhetorical?
Yes. Like, I don't have an answer for it.
Dude, you're about as good as a comedian as Joe Rogan. I love Joe Rogan. And I think Fear Factor was great. I love his podcast. What he does with UFC is cool as shit.
Right.
But I've watched some of his stand-up and not that impressed. Maybe it's just not my style of stand-up.
Right. It's comparatively to other comedy folks.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that I
Did I
can
laugh?
watch their specials over and over again.
Right. Like, did I laugh? Not the whole time. I did laugh. Have I watched more than one of his comedy shows? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I'd still watch it.
Right.
Because it's Joe Rogan.
Would you fight Joe Rogan?
Fuck no. I don't even care if he's like twice my age. He would whoop my ass.
100%. Absolutely.
Like, I actually watched a video. Who was it? Somebody was talking shit. It's like, because he hangs out with a bunch of other comic friends, and they were talking shit, and they actually went to go grapple on the ground, and he whooped someone's ass. Oh my god.
I also saw him shoot a Tesla truck with a bow and arrow.
That was cool.
That was cool.
While Elon was standing there watching. Comedian fight Joe Rogan.
All right. My favorite thing is to watch you type. There's at least one word misspelled.
Every time. All right. It was Shane Gillis. I tried to fight Joe Rogan. Let's see what it says.
You can't tap me, dude. Jiu-jitsu's gay. And I was hammered, so I was like, I kept fucking with him. He tapped me like 8 times, dude. He kept going. That easy. I tried to fight Rogan last week. Whoops. He ripped my shoulder off.
Really? Do you think if you were sober and he was sober that you could wrestle?
No.
Well, he also does the kickboxing. The kick is crazy.
Oh, if he kicked at me, he'd shatter a leg. Yeah. Immediately. If he'd get me in like a triangle choke or something, I'd be like, this is nothing.
So he'd talk shit until he went unconscious.
That's
Dude,
funny.
Shane Gillis is...
He's
like definitely my top 3, if not number 1 right now, for sure. Just, if not for any other reason
his Trump impersonation.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Did we already talk about this?
Yes.
I feel like, yeah. Dude, I'm on it. I mean, we literally watched his little best stand-up Trump shit today.
Right.
But, yeah, he gets on Kill Tony a lot. Do you ever watch that?
Yep.
So fucking funny.
So, I mean, we're talking about Joe Rogan. So, what is like your most memorable or favorite Joe Rogan episode?
Dude, I love it when he brings on like the non-traditional outside of standard academic type smarty pants scientist.
You're thinking exactly what I'm thinking.
Like your historians are like they're professionals in whatever field they're in. They wrote a book on like ancient aliens or ancient civilizations or some whatever.
Right.
Like when they get into the woo-woo shit. And I feel like Joe Rogan's so good at conversations with anyone that he could literally go from talking to comedians, UFC fighters, ex-military guys, to like these nerds that bring up all kinds of fucking super not very good evidence that they use to build some type of alternative storyline for history. It's so interesting. I don't care if it's true. It's entertaining.
His concept is a lot like yours. Like he asked why to a lot of things.
He's naturally curious. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And he was already famous when he started. He's one of the first ones to start, and fucking still doing it. And he goes hard, dude. He posts like multiple episodes a week. And I feel like if I had Joe Rogan money, you wouldn't know I existed.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I would disappear.
Like I'm good. So I'm thankful for people like him, but even more so than him, Elon Musk. He's like, if you ask some sources, he's the most richest person on the planet. Maybe there's some like Arabian prince that's family money buried in decades and decades of oil or whatever. But
like, could you imagine if there was no Joe Rogan or Elon Musk and nobody to replace them, how censored would everything be?
Well, not so much Joe, but definitely Elon for buying Twitter.
Right.
Because even Joe was censored a lot and tried to be canceled during the whole COVID bullshit. But like Elon's so fucking rich, and yeah, most of it's in stocks and blah blah blah. But he's still you can't be worth like $200 billion and not just know you don't have to worry about money.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like 1 billion, I'm out of here. Not even. Give me 100 million. Give me 5 million.
Uh-huh.
I'm not worried about money. I'll invest it. If not all of it, definitely like 95% of it. And I'll live off the interest. I don't even care if I get 4%. That's how much we have to spend this year, babe.
Yeah, a huge
And
percent.
I will literally invest it and live off the interest. Whatever I make in my annual return, that's what I'm spending the following year. And I'll always have, like, if I invest $5 million, I'll always have $5 million in the bank. You know, and sure, I would diversify from USD. You know, I would get some hard assets, especially precious metals. And I would definitely prioritize property, land, real estate, all that stuff, paid in full. You know, I would try to make some good decisions, but it would definitely be all with the meaning of I'm never going to work again. I don't need to make another penny because my money makes money.
Right. A huge percent of it I would use to just completely erase my name from everything.
You would pay to erase any type of...
Absolutely.
But you're never really going to... Like, the government has your DNA,
it's impossible to do that, but as far
Yeah.
as social media and everything else.
Sure, you
goes,
could erase
yeah.
social media, but why? Who cares? No one would even know you were a multimillionaire if you didn't tell them.
That's true.
Okay, well, I guess it depends on how you made this money. But like, let's say you won the lottery, you could just hire a lawyer in your name to get your winnings.
Right.
Oh, they would need a percentage. You have to pay them to do it, but still, you know, you could try to protect your identity. And honestly, I think most people would only want to protect their privacy because they know their family is going to come asking for shit.
Yeah.
Because anybody else other than your family is just like, beep, hang up.
Right. And that's one reason why you don't tell your family how much money you make.
I guess if you have shitty family.
I mean, even if you don't have shitty family.
I think that if my brother knew I was a multimillionaire, he would still not ask me for money, even if he was struggling.
Right. I'm not saying like exile your entire family. But then there's the people that your family knows. And there's always that possibility. So.
Well, the way I see it is if I'm not running a business, I don't work for anyone else's business. If my phone rings, I'm just as likely to turn the phone off.
Right. I mean, okay, so there's always going to be the people that you trust, like your brother or other family members that are super close to you. But then there's other family members you're not going to talk to, or you wouldn't tell.
Like some kind of aunt, uncle, cousin, somebody that you haven't talked to in 3 years comes like, hey, congratulations. By the way, I'm starting a new business. I wonder if you want to invest, or I'm part of this church group or charity, and you know, I'm wondering since you're doing so well. Like, I would just be like, nope. By the way, you're fat. Beep. Because I know they'd only be calling me because of money.
Yep.
But I do have some really good family members. I'd be like, bro, I got it made, and I've worked it out where I'm projecting to make this percentage, and I divide that percentage by 12, and that's how much money I draw from this account and put in my checking, and it's almost the end of the month, dude. Let's go ball out.
Right.
You ever rented a yacht? I'm about to. Let's go deep sea fishing and do cartwheels on a fucking yacht. I can't even do cartwheels, but I'm about to try. You know what I mean?
I think I've seen you do a cartwheel. So, I mean, there's people obviously I would tell. But there's a lot of people I would not
Would you tell me if you tripped, stumbled, and fell on $5 million?
Absolutely. I would tell you, for sure.
What if I asked you for money?
I would give it to you.
How much?
A couple dollars.
I appreciate it, dude. Just remember, I put you on a podcast with like 20 subscribers, man. I made you.
I mean, we were talking about this at some point in time. Like, if you won a lottery, how would you tell your wife? Or would you tell your wife?
100%.
Yeah.
I think like it's popular or trendy or expected for men to joke about their wives in a negative way,
Right.
but that's my best friend. You know, like for real, love that woman. So I could not tell her. I'd be so excited. If I don't tell nobody else,
Right.
I would tell her.
Right. So you had asked me that question, like, how would you tell your wife?
Okay, so how would I tell her?
And I'm saying you had asked me.
Yeah. How would you tell her?
And you were looking for an answer from me. I was like, I don't know. I'd have to think about it. And I have been thinking about it. Like, I can come up with all these scenarios. Like, I would make it memorable, or something like that.
Okay.
But in the moment, I would probably just drive home crying and be like, "Oh, look at this! Oh my God!
Tears of joy,
Yeah,
bitch, we're
we're
rich.
so rich." Yeah.
Do you think? Okay, obviously you tell her, and then y'all come to grips after a significant emotional event. Like, okay, what do we do now? Like, would you be good stewards of it?
I would try to the best of my ability to be.
Or we're going straight to the luxury car
No,
lot?
absolutely not.
We're calling up the real estate agent.
Right.
We're booking that fucking cruise.
Is that going to be in my mind? Absolutely. But I mean, I think me personally, I'm smart enough to know that's not the right route to take. It's getting other people involved as far as an accountant, lawyer, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And making initial investments.
So you most likely would just come home full of tears of joy and try to prove it that you're not lying. Because she's going to call you full of shit.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. I think I would fuck with her.
I could see that.
I mean, I'm rich. I got nothing better to do. Right?
Yep.
Like, I'm not even rich. I'm wealthy.
Yep.
Because I think people confuse those definitions. Like, if you went back to 18 or 20-year-old me and described me now to me then, I would think I was rich.
Yes.
Prison me would be rich compared to old me.
Mm-hmm. Rich is relative.
Right. But me now, I'm like, fuck, I'm not rich.
Uh-huh.
You know, I think I understand what rich is, and it's definitely not me. But wealthy is like, I think I saw a clip of, I think it was Bill Gates on like some kind of late night talk show, and they were like, if I took 99% of your net worth away from you, you'd still be a billionaire. That's wealthy.
Right. Uh-huh.
That's real money. That's not, he's not rich. He's wealthy as fuck.
Right.
Yeah,
so what
me.
is the difference between rich and wealthy?
Rich is you're very well off and you own assets, multiple streams of income. Like, you're successful monetarily, for sure.
Okay.
And you don't stress over the things that most people stress over. Like, oh, well, now we're in the summer months and my electricity bill went up $100. $100? I shit $100. I, without thinking about the price, order one too many drinks at dinner and one too many appetizers at this restaurant, and then there alone, not even my main meal is cost more than $100. Like, most people are like, I don't know if we can go out to eat this week. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Or we got an update for you? Fuck you.
Nice.
I talked about Bill Gates and look at Windows now. Freaking another time, homie.
It's all a program.
Yeah. Just listening. Alright, anyway, that's what I think the difference between rich and wealthy. You're rich when you stop worrying about the things that most people worry about. You're wealthy when you think that the rich people are poor.
Right. I guess I approach it in more like a philosophical manner.
Okay.
So growing up, my mom was like, we're rich.
Huh?
And we were very, very, very poor. Monetarily. But we're rich in love.
That's worthless. I guess you could approach it a different way, like the hierarchy of needs. like there's a pyramid. You know what I'm talking about?
Food pyramid.
What?
No. Maslow's law. Yep.
Yeah. You ever seen this?
Uh-huh.
Familiar?
Yep. Very much.
All right, let's see what it is. Where's it at? There we go. And it's a nice size image. All right, so physiological needs, breathing, food, water, shelter, clothing, sleep. I think even our poorest of poor have all that, right? Safety and security, health, employment, property, family, and social ability. Most people, at least in Western nations, have that. Love and belonging, friendship, family, intimacy, sense of connection. Most people have that. Like, if you look to your left neighbor and your right neighbor and across the street neighbor, like everybody's at least at the yellow. Self-esteem, confidence, achievement, respect of others, the need to be a unique individual. Now we're kind of getting, well, I don't know. Everyone now talks about mental health and the effects of stress, and like they fucking have some form of therapy, or they self-diagnose something and treat it with alcohol or some kind of feel-good something overeaten or like whatever, right? So self-accusations at the top. Morality, creativity, spontaneity, fuck that word.
Spontaneity.
There you go. Acceptance, experience, purpose, meaning, and inner potential. I could see like the people we were talking about before. Trump, Joe Rogan, Musk, Gates, like they're the tippy top of this. They have all that in abundance.
Mm-hmm.
And none of this actually ever really talked about money.
Right.
I don't know, man. What are we talking about?
I was thinking the same thing. Oh, man. Rich versus wealthy.
Yeah. Fuck it, dude.
You brought this up, brought me back to IP school.
Do you have a number that you would like to meet one day? Whether you will or won't, this you kind of have an idea in your head. Like, if I ever get to a point where my net worth, right, assets minus liabilities equals net worth, if it gets to this point, I'll feel like I made it.
Right. As far as like a hard number, I mean, I could throw anything out there, but I think it's more than that. I think it's a way of living or the way you approach things. As far as, I think maybe one example of a true measure is when you go to the grocery store. Or not a grocery store, a restaurant.
Do you look at prices?
Right. Like you don't worry about the price of it. Or if you're going to get gas, I don't care.
So if you don't care about the price of a gallon of gas or whatever the meal costs at whatever restaurant, that's the standard of living or the monetary security confidence that you have, and that's how you know that you've made it. And your will to drive and climb the ladder and invest and gain more and grow and accelerate your like whatever you got going on in your life, like you pretty much you reach that point, you're like, all right, I can chill out a little bit. I got it.
Not necessarily. Like obviously, there's a lot of things that have to happen before that happens. So it's more of an after effect. If you're smart about your investments in the way that you've accumulated that money.
I feel like all the questions I ask you, you answer like a politician because you don't answer them, but you say some stuff. Like, what's a number?
Okay,
like,
so
I don't know if there's a number, but you know, when I go to a restaurant,
I guess I approach a lot of things in something that's not black and white.
okay,
Because a lot of things, if you approach
give
it
me a
in
number?
black and white, you may hit a wall.
Can you give me a number that I could type into a calculator?
5 million.
So, you're never gonna feel like you made it until your net worth is 5 mil.
Monetarily,
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
sure.
about. That's a big number.
It's a very big number. Right. So shoot for the stars, hit the moon. Right.
Dude, I will be ecstatic at 3 mil.
Absolutely. That's what I said.
And I will definitely not be doing any type or form of work for the sole purpose of trying to set myself up in a better monetary situation once my net worth is $3 million.
Mm-hmm.
Spoken like a pure poor person, right? But I feel like if invested properly and diversified properly, and within modern times or the current situation, and there's no kind of recession, depression, like things outside of my control kind of stay stagnant or level, steady. I feel like 3 million would allow me to do pretty much all the things that I kind of interested in doing without being worried about an income. Because my money would make enough money to where I always have money to spend without touching the money that I've invested.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
It does.
Do you think you'll ever be worth $5 million?
I would hope so.
Everybody does.
Right.
Do you have any idea of how you would accomplish that?
I mean, there's a lot of ways to accomplish that, and a lot of ways to try to accomplish that.
Like a street corner or a pole?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like,
do I have a solidified plan?
Yeah. Like an idea. That's my number, and this is how I'm gonna get there.
I mean, I have concepts of a plan.
There you go. Trump quote, right? Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Everyone talks about him.
Right.
I've heard that his name is mentioned more than anyone else's.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, sure. I do have. It's true. I mean, I have concept of plans, whether or not I've implemented those plans or not. And at some point, I do plan on jumping out of the plane, because you'll never be a skydiver if you don't jump out of the plane. Have I jumped out of a plane yet?
Yeah, I have.
I have too. Oh, it was a helicopter, not a plane, but
Airsoft school. You repelled out of a helicopter.
right. I had to jump to rappel.
Well, you had to let go. I mean, like, I guess, yeah, sure. Would you ever go skydiving?
Absolutely.
It's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah, that sounds super fun.
Yeah, so actually before I went to flight school, me and the wife went skydiving.
Nice.
It was extremely fun.
I bet it was. I have a buddy that's trying to talk me into doing it right now, so
Do it.
I probably will.
Like, you only have to do it once, too.
Uh-huh.
Like, have you ever been scuba diving?
No.
Do it. Crazy. Like, I just get this insane, I'm so alive, adrenaline rush. Like, this changes my life. Memory forever, never can forget it type moments are things like that.
Yeah.
Where humans are not naturally supposed to fall from the sky.
Right. So adrenaline producing.
But right now I'm fucking falling from the sky.
Uh-huh.
And right now I'm literally breathing. I'm 100 feet from the surface.
Yep.
That's so fucking cool.
Would you do it again?
Absolutely. I would skydive before I scuba dived again, though.
Yeah.
Even though scuba diving was probably a better experience. Lasted way longer.
I was about to say it's
and
probably
it was, I feel like scuba diving is the closest that most people could ever get to being in space.
Uh-huh.
Because you literally, like, you're naturally buoyant, but you got a weight belt on, and you're breathing, and you got a mask on that covers your eyes and your nose, and your regulator, you breathe in your mouth. So even if you're inverted, like head towards the core and feet towards space, like, it's the same as if you were not.
So you've been skydiving, scuba diving. Would you go caving?
No.
Why?
Depends. Like, how in depth, how deep we're going,
yeah,
how
right.
crazy we get.
Uh-huh.
So there's a place called Vortex Springs in Florida that, if you're trying to work on your scuba certification, that's a place you can go and That's like a step towards being certified as a scuba diver, and it's a freshwater fed lake.
Is that where we went?
No,
We went somewhere down there.
no. We didn't go there. We went to a different spring. I know what you're talking about. It wasn't Vortex. I don't remember what it's called, but we should totally look it up, and we should totally go back one day because that was sick.
It's like a super deep blue hole.
Yeah, it was awesome. No, but this one is it's like campground type deal, but a lot of people do go scuba diving there. It's crystal clear water, like clearer than your bathtub shit. And they got these big ass fish there, but like they don't even have teeth. They're fine. Nothing bad as far as nature wise is in the water, and you can see everything anyway. But if you swim down deep enough, you kind of get to this cave where the freshwater spring opens up into the lake. And they got little signs and stuff there. So of course you got to swim down there and see it. But you can't go in it legally. I think some people do if they're getting certified to do spelunking or whatever. But I was having the greatest fucking time scuba diving in that lake. And I saw that cave, and I thought it looked super interesting and cool, but I had no fucking way I'm going in.
Uh-huh.
Fuck that.
Right.
And I've seen enough stories and movies of people getting fucked up, being retarded. I'm like, dude, you could have like totally just swam around and had a good time, and then went and got some dinner and had you a great day. But you had to go in there, like to the point where this douchebag, for some reason, is trying to fit in the hole where you don't know where it goes, and he takes off his tanks and carries it behind him. And of course, they always die. They always fucking die. No, not me.
Yeah, it's one reason why I would never do that.
No.
Have
Stupid.
you ever heard of Mr. Ballin?
Yes.
Strange
That
Dark
dude's
Materials?
Awesome. He used to be a SEAL, and now he tells crazy stories. He's a great
Love that guy.
storyteller.
Yeah.
Like if you're driving alone at night,
Yep.
that's a great thing to put on. Or if you're trying to fall asleep,
Yep.
you know, it's kind of gay. Like I just listen to this man tell me a story, and I just
Yep.
right into dreamland. Great storyteller though.
It is.
So
I was talking about dry caving.
dry caving.
Yeah.
So like we could go hike in yeah, totally for real. I could breathe.
Right. Like, would you like push your body through a 6-inch crevice?
Why?
Right.
Because I bet you, if I squeeze somehow through this tiny little crack in the rocks and I pop out the other side, and there's like another area where it's probably going to look just like the one that I came from.
Uh-huh.
Like there's nothing there.
Yep.
I don't have any reason. Now you're telling me, hey, if you can fit yourself through there, there's fucking gold nuggets everywhere. Bitch, I'm diving head 1st. Watch me through there.
So I asked that because you have those things like skydiving and scuba diving and caving. What else is there?
Sex for the first time? Would you ever forget that experience?
No.
Absolutely not.
Uh-huh.
I'd totally forget scuba diving, skydiving for that.
Yes.
That shit was great.
Uh-huh.
I didn't care about shit after that.
But what else is a crazy? I mean, you got bungee jumping. Have you ever done that?
I have not. But I feel like that's pussy compared to skydiving.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I guess you have like cliff diving and stuff like that. So, is there anything else on your bucket list similar to that?
As far as adrenaline pumping, could potentially fucking die type of activities, no.
Yeah.
At this point in my life, I'm not chasing adrenaline. I think I enjoy trying to reach a new tier of lazy.
Uh-huh. Yep.
That sounds so much fun to me.
It is fun.
Like, I would rather... I've never been on a cruise.
I haven't either.
I would really love to go on a cruise where any time of day there's a buffet, there's like parties and shit. I go on a water slide or a hot tub. I could literally sleep half the day and stay up half the night. And we wind up in these ports. I get to explore some things, and then we come back on the boat. And like at all times of day, I I don't have to cook, I don't have to clean, I don't have to do anything. Whatever I feel like goes, and like I may not get even cell phone reception. I don't care about any kind of work stuff. Like all worries and stressors are gone, and I'm just having fun and enjoying. I can lay out and sip some freaking whiskey, or I can freaking go play and line dance with old ladies, or like whatever. Like that's just the idea of a cruise. Just sounds like the epitome of I don't care about whatever's going on in the world. I'm just doing whatever sounds nice to me at this moment.
Yep. Sounds pretty sweet.
Yeah, and that's not adrenaline pumping. That's luxury living.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it only costs a few $1,000s for like a week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I probably would spend a significant amount of time just chilling on a balcony looking at the ocean.
Yep.
But going back to, I think, like you could free float and breathe underwater when you're scuba diving, and it's incredible. It scares me way more than skydiving.
Right.
When I was doing it, no fear.
Mm-hmm.
But I was a lot younger then, and I loved that adrenaline rush. But now, I'm like, dude, if I can't see the bottom, and I know for a fact there's things in that water that can eat me, I'm good.
Yep.
I'll stay on the boat and drink, check out some bikinis and shit.
Uh-huh.
I'm good.
Like scuba diving doesn't intimidate too much. Like there's a possibility of losing your air and all that.
Well, it's different. I think, like, if you were going to go scuba diving by yourself, dumb.
Right.
But when I went, it was with a class, so there's like 50 people get in the water at the same time, going to the same depth, look at the same shit, and it's almost like there's more people than scary things. I did come face to face with a barracuda, and they tell you before you get in the water, barracuda like shiny shit.
Uh-huh.
So they'll like follow you because like the knob on your tank is shiny, reflecting light, and they like it. And you already know that bitch is like full of needle teeth and 1,000 times faster than you are. But they don't necessarily want to eat you.
Right.
But you always see like stories of people just kind of wading in the water, or surfers who aren't in like more than like 20 feet of water. And a shark's like, hey, what's that?
Now imagine a sport where you go and intentionally try to have a fish eat you.
What are you talking about?
Noodling.
Oh, and that's always done in some brown shit water where you can't
cannot
see your hand 6 inches into it,
Uh-huh.
but you're sticking it into some kind of log,
And you
hoping
don't know
something
what's
clamps
in
down
there.
on you so you can grab its gills and pull it out, and it's like 30 pounds of fucking catfish.
Uh-huh. Might be a turtle, might be a snake.
Dude. A fucking, what do they call them? Alligator?
Alligator car.
Yeah, but the snapping turtle.
Oh yeah, alligator snapping turtle.
Is that what it's called, or are we
Mhm.
just full of shit?
No, that's what it's called.
Dude, they got one at Bass Pro right up the road, and that bitch looks dead every time I see it. Like, that's super lazy. It don't
Yeah.
ever move. But I feel like if I got no water, I no longer have a penis.
Right.
Right off, like a hot dog.
I've been bitten by small turtles, and that hurts.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
sticking my arms in fucking logs underwater in murky, dirty, nasty mud water. But what's her name? Hannah?
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Like this cute little thing that's
Right.
country as shit.
Strong as shit. Yeah.
Yeah, she is kind of muscular.
Uh-huh.
But she's hot, and she got 100 videos of her catching these big old catfish, and it looks fun.
It looks super fun.
And I love watching her on my phone, but like, I'm okay.
I would totally do it. Anything with catfish, I'll do it.
Yeah, like, so I could go saltwater fishing and catch some shit and probably have a great time doing it. But before I buy a boat and all the tackle and do all the things that would be required to make a trip like that, I'd rather go just rent a charter for a Saturday where I use all their shit and their boat, and they drive it, and they pay for the fuel, and they clean the fish, and they have the beer on board already, and like, I could just go and have that experience, and I don't have to like deal with all the bullshit.
It's definitely cheaper.
For real.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, what they say, if it flies, floats, or fucks, it's cheaper to rent it.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah.
It's true.
I don't know, man. But that's probably the kind of things that I would do if I ever got to the point where I'm not worried about money, because I know I'll always be rich. I would probably do experiences like that. Like, hey, you want to go deep sea fishing? Let's go. You want to go fucking to this city? Let's go. Cruise? Let's go. And not every day. Like, I'd really enjoy staying at home, and
Right.
maybe I'd finally be able to make a garden grow.
You gotta relax at some
Yeah,
point.
simple things. I definitely wouldn't be stressing about nothing. Maybe I'd watch like all 7 Transformer movies in a row. Something simple like that.
Uh-huh.
But would that be healthy? Maybe you need a little bit of adversity, a little bit of stress, because
Right.
you got all these people that.
That was a long break.
That was a very long break. And then last night we said fuck it, and this is the next night.
Yeah.
But this is a special night, very special night.
It is absolutely for everybody. The entire country.
Especially my homie. Oh, Donald J.
Donald J. DJ.
Was I faster that time?
Much faster, and they spelled them all correctly. I'm just kidding.
I didn't?
No, I'm just.
Oh, I
messing with
did.
You
Look
did.
at it.
You did. Yep. So sent at 2:10, 2:30.
All right. It is November 5th, 2024. Harris standing in the left, blue corner with 210 electoral votes. Trump in the red corner with 230. My man. And we got some shitty states in America.
Yep.
The hell are they doing? Georgia! Get your shit together. We still remember 2020, GA. Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, Arizona. Arizona gets a pass for now because like they're on the west.
Right.
But all these states should have been done. I mean, look, okay, why are you not solid? You should go ahead and flip the red. But seriously, what is going on? Like,
I don't know.
if all these other states in here are all good, what are you doing?
Yeah. There's a lot of reasons. I don't know what Nevada's doing.
Maybe fraud.
Yeah. Maybe fraud.
Most likely fraud.
Yeah. Well.
Anyway, so
We'll see.
it is the night of the election, and basically we realize that in a few hours, hopefully sooner, we're going to know who's going to be the president. Is it going to be
We'll find out.
Trump, 45-47? Or Harris, the first female president? In World War III.
We had made predictions earlier today about what we think they're going to end up
We
at.
did. You're right.
Do you know what the last 2 elections ended up at?
We could Google it.
Yeah.
I know Trump's first time he ran, he won the electoral vote, lost the popular vote to Hillary, which is disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
That so many people would actually vote for Hillary Clinton.
Right.
And it's like kind of like the same thing. Like, how the
It
hell?
did, though.
How did hell? If 47.5% of all the Americans have been counted up to this point right now, voted for Kamala. Kamala,
I don't know.
Lama.
Like, how many people have you met or interacted on a daily basis with that?
Never met one.
Right.
But I'm also like,
And we don't live in like a big
I'm
city.
like in the middle of all the red, dude.
Right, yeah.
So,
So you're making fun of Kansas.
I was
They're
talking
red now.
major shit.
Uh-huh.
I was like, talk to your people, homie. And you did.
Yeah, I did. Made phone call.
Look, you made it
Oh,
happen.
look at us.
Look, you're on a podcast and everything.
Uh-huh.
You must be a big deal.
Yeah.
Serious.
But what I was talking about is like the last 2 elections, the winner had the same amount of, I think it was like, what was it? 302 or something like that? 306?
Let's just see.
Yeah, look it up.
And you got a mouse and keyboard, so
Oh yeah, I forgot about it. It works today.
it always works. This is a high class organization, sophisticated production.
Yeah, pretty sophisticated.
All right. we looking up? You do it.
All right. Past election results.
Historical U.S. presidential. Yeah, looks great.
Not exactly. So 270 to win. So I was.
That's a great site, by the way.
I was actually what?
President.
I was actually researching
Biden 306. Is that what you were talking about?
Right. Yeah. Where'd you see that? Right here.
Uh-huh.
So it's 306, 232. So when Trump was going against Hillary, he won by 306, and she had 232. Is that by design? Like what? Because I was actually researching before we walked in here.
Like coincidence or
how
manipulation? Is that what you're asking?
Not manipulation, like by design.
I mean, if the states keep the same amount of electoral votes,
that would make sense. Yeah.
And one candidate wins a certain amount of states, and then the next election, the candidate that won the same exact state. I mean, I guess it's not like crazy.
If
it happened 3 elections in a row, though.
Yeah. I saw the numbers and
probability.
I didn't have time to finish reading, so I was like, oh, why are they the same?
Fuck it, wing it.
Yeah.
What's wrong with Hawaii? Bitch ass Hawaii. See, Georgia was dicking around. I'm so mad.
Why?
At all the blue states. One, I'm mad because blue's my favorite color, so I wish Republicans were blue. And they would be like the evil red coats, you know?
Yep.
But unfortunately, I wasn't involved in the color coordinating committee. Anyway, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Neat. So this was 2020. How do we find 2016?
Just here, I got you. Did you hear that too?
I was like, what the hell's going on? But it's the printer.
Oh, the 3D printer?
Yeah, the printer's running.
Nice. So it was the same 306 and the inverse.
304.
Oh.
Close.
Yeah. So anyway, there's that.
So you think we're gonna win tonight? I think Trump's gonna win tonight.
I do. I absolutely do. Just the way it's been trending, but I mean, so we can evaluate what we have. So 210, 230, we have 4, 5 that are leaning red.
3 that are leaning blue.
Yeah.
And then Nevada's over here, you know. I don't think they care.
Right.
They got better shit to do in Nevada.
Worried about other stuff.
Like they're smoking weed and got prostitution. Like I'm not going to vote. I got shit to do.
That's exactly what's
and all
going
you
on.
losers over there vote.
Yeah.
Oh, and Alaska. But they're probably frozen already.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm not going out to vote. I got frostbite in 2016. I said, fuck that.
Well.
Yeah.
We're just gonna keep this up and see how it goes.
What happens if Kamala wins? Prediction.
Oh man. It's not initially gonna be chaos and buildings burning down and the end of the world like everybody.
Because the right is not the threat.
Right. So at the very least, we continue to live how we're living now as far as the economy goes, with the division in the country, and Trump's gonna probably end up in jail.
I think taxes are gonna go up.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think either current conflicts will continue or there'll be more.
Mm-hmm.
I think there will be a lot of bullshit passed.
Yeah.
More illegal immigration, more stuff to do with the gays and the transgenders, and like just silly shit like that.
So woke as hell.
Yes, more wokeness.
Mm-hmm.
that sums it all up.
Pretty much.
And if Trump wins, prediction.
I think woke is going to hell.
That sounds nice.
Like he was talking about all the things he's going to do on his first day. I think he will. Like, I don't disbelieve him. Like, do you remember all the stuff that he said he was going to do on his first day? It was a lot.
He said he was going to stop the war in Russia
Uh-huh.
before he took office.
Right.
Pretty sure it's still going on.
Yep.
Obviously, start the biggest deportation event in history.
Mm-hmm.
I'm supportive of that.
It's a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people.
Obviously, Elon Musk said he's going to play a role in trying to make the government more efficient, which to me that means delete some shit.
So how is he going to be integrated into all this? Like, what does that even mean?
So we could definitely look it up because I obviously don't know,
Yeah.
and it's been a while since I've talked to him.
Yeah.
So
How's he doing, by the way?
other than never.
Yeah.
But efficiency.
Yeah.
I think that's his main point. I think his problem with government is all the regulations and the permits he needs to launch rockets or build cars or facilities or all the things, like so many environmental regulations that stop you from actually being productive and make the world a better place.
Yeah, drill, baby, drill.
That's Trump. He
Yeah.
wants to drill.
Mhm.
He wants to, be competitive on the global market. I think Kennedy Jr. wants to actually do some real good against a lot of the bad players,
Mhm.
especially the ones that really fucked over the American people during the COVID years. I think JD Vance wants to take on the ATF, and ATF has been getting their balls kicked in court case after court case, so they're kind of primed
Yep.
to get an ass whooping, hopefully removed, because why the shit? If I'm going to buy a suppressor, do I need to pay an extra $250 to Uncle Sam? There's so many things that are so obvious. It'd be so easy to fix. And I really think we have the right players in the game. And tonight's going to determine whether we have a more prosperous, hopeful, exciting, happy future.
Right.
At least for a short term. Or we're like, great.
Mhm.
The best we could hope for is it stays the same.
Yep.
And it's been shitty.
Yep.
Ever since 2020.
Yep. So yeah, Kamala. Kalama Obama.
Might as well.
Continue depression, and then if Trump runs, it's just a good pick me up that a lot of us need.
Dude, like I was saying earlier in this, like I do find the situation entertaining. It's sad, and I could be upset about it, or I could just laugh at it, like how dumb Kamala is, and Trump's mannerisms and shit. Like they're characters, and it's
Right.
almost like this isn't real.
Right.
But it so fucking is.
Right. It is.
We have so many problems, not just here at home, but around the world, and this election affects that.
Right.
Like at a great degree. Like
Uh-huh.
it could be a deciding factor on whether we get engaged in a actual war, not a conflict, not like the 20 years in the sandbox, not like proxy wars, like real motherfuckers dying by the tens of thousands on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
And it's almost like, oh, okay, well, you're being ridiculous, Blake. Like, chill the shit out. You don't know, and that's not going to happen. Like, it's happened twice already. Why not 3 times?
Right. Absolutely. I think it's inevitable for a third world war to happen.
Definitely can't eat it.
Right. I don't get it. What?
You said inevitable.
Inevitable.
Like it's not edible. I don't know. So yeah, I think it's real simple. If you really break it down, we could talk about their stances on abortion or the border or the economy or, what we're doing with Iran or North Korea or China or Russia and Ukraine or Israel. or we could talk about the taxes or the tariffs, and like we can cherry pick little bitty like individual topics or subjects. But overall, it pisses me off that so much of this is blue because it's so fucking obvious that
Right.
one side is for the downfall of America.
Mhm.
Like they'd rather fly rainbows than stars and stripes. And the other side is like, this is good and we can make it better.
Right.
We remember what we used to be and we can make it great again.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put our country before fucking Ukraine, which practically no one in America has ever even been to
Literally,
or gave a
yeah.
shit about
Yep.
prior to Russia invading them.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know if there's like a way to test this or a statistic from a reliable source or there's been a poll or not, but what's the percentage of people that actually knew Ukraine existed? If you
Mhm.
said, where's Ukraine? And they could be like, oh, it's right there.
Yep.
Prior to Russia invading,
Mm-hmm.
probably in the high 90s.
Yeah.
95, 6, 7%.
Yep.
Didn't give a fuck.
At all.
But we need to give them billions and billions and billions of dollars. And at the meantime, fuck the fires in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck the train derailment and all the bullshit that totally destroyed, was it Ohio?
And the hurricanes.
And was it North Carolina?
Yeah.
And Florida?
Florida.
Like, fuck America.
Yep.
Obviously, we care about Ukraine. Let's give our sovereignty over to like the WHO and NATO, fucking the UN, like.
I just don't want 4 more years of what has been will be what will be that has been.
Time's passage burdened by what has been. So it's just, we all know, at least to some degree, our history. And it's pretty easy, if you don't know, to do a simple Google search and figure out how America went from a bunch of farmers killing redcoats to the global fucking power.
Mm-hmm. In a very short amount of time.
Yeah, as far as the lifespan of countries.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're abandoning all that
Yep.
made us something great. So what it means to me when I hear Trump say "Make America Great Again," it's like, hey, I remember all those fundamental things that we used to believe in, our morals and our values and our ethics, and like where America's soul was planted. And we all shared a sense of community, and we all knew general right from wrong. And even though I've never met you before, if you were American and I was American, we agreed on more than we disagreed on. And even if we disagreed on it, we could talk civilly. We don't need to rob a fucking grocery store or like a Target. We don't need to burn cop cars. We don't need to graffiti churches. Like, what the fuck is going on? We went from it takes a community to raise a child to it's my right to kill babies.
Right.
Like, it's just, we're so fucked. We don't even know how many genders there are, what pronouns to use nowadays. Well, it's almost like I kind of don't know if it can turn around. Like, I hope for the best, but at the same time, I get it if we continue down a spiral.
Right. Well,
I don't know, man.
I mean, looking at the macro of it, like when you, I don't know if I can expand this. Where's my mouse at? There. Oh,
did it?
It died.
Oh,
anyway,
shit.
So if you click on a state, like
which one?
Missouri.
Like, good job, Missouri. You're red.
You can see that most of the state is red. And if you click on any state,
all of it, but Columbia. So hey, Columbia.
St. Louis, Kansas City.
Okay, well, so, fuck St. Louis, Columbia, and Kansas City.
All the big cities are really who. That's the majority of who's voting blue.
You're right. City boys.
Right.
Ruin America.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck the concrete jungle pussy ass bitches.
I ain't pulling them out.
Yeah, not me. Fuck
but
I got no mud tires.
Yeah. So most of them don't live in the real world, if you will.
They gotta have a smart device that connects to some kind of internet
All
access.
right, they're looking at other stuff.
Man, dude.
Where do we sit at right now, by the way?
Yeah, let's get out of this. How do I get out of this?
Zoom it out.
Oh, try
Pinch it.
Let's
Just refresh it.
boom. Fixed it.
Boom.
Still the same.
Same. It's
And
gonna be a
it's
little bit.
11:37 p.m.
Yeah,
Central.
It's gonna be a little bit.
It's too damn close. 51.1% Trump, 47.5% Kamala. And I get that back in the day, people could make the argument like, well, the Democrats and Republicans, they want the same thing. They just have a different way of going about reaching that point. We're all in the best interest of the people and the betterment of the country. And we want to throw our democracy ideas out in the rest of the world, and we're the good guys, and this is our core values, and we probably agree on more than we disagree, and we can actually have a nice conversation at Thanksgiving with our liberal fucktard family members. And not today. Today we're like sworn enemies with our neighbors.
Yep.
We're so divided, and I think the divide really started with Obama.
Yes.
And almost to the point where you look at what's happening in all the European countries and Australia, like during COVID, that was scary as shit.
Mm-hmm.
And what we see around in our own communities and the videos that you see on every social media platform of the teachers that you really don't know if it's like a dude or not. And
Right.
yeah, you see like Easter in Biden's White House turned into a fucking freak fest.
I feel like just since COVID, like there's just been this weird vibe of separation between everybody.
Maybe it got worse, but it started with a racial divide with
Yes.
Obama.
Yes.
And I am a believer that there's some type of orchestrated agenda. And I think America is getting fed some type of direction from some type of party or source, agency group.
Yep.
It's same as the other Western nations. If not that, if it's not a globalist agenda from some unknown source of power, then Biden and Harris, they're equally insane and evil as Justin Trudeau and like fucking Parliament and in England, like, and all fucking the rest of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It just seems more likely that there is some type of central command system to the wokeness, to globalism, to all the things that are being pushed, because we argue about stupid shit like fuck the cows, and your gas guzzling van and truck and your diesel motors and like global trade and planes and fucking farms, and like we gotta do everything possible to stop the CO2 from rising. And I'm like, okay, if this was a problem, if you had evidence and not emotions to back up your argument, I'd be like, bro, let's do something about it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Fuck no, I don't want to ruin the only planet that I can live on.
Yeah. And
that my kids, the only planets they're going to be able to live on. I'd be all about it. I'd be hand in hand with them. Let's go. Let's do something. This is fucked. Why would we destroy our home? Until you start to ask like, okay, like I heard some shit about a pending ice age in the 70s, and then we had like the ozone issue. That was questionable, and then global warming, but sometimes it gets cold, so now it's climate change. And you say things like, 90 whatever percent of scientists. I'm like, dude, all right, let's get down to some cold hard facts. All right, you're telling me that if I have a certain type of cooking appliance in my home, or driving my F-150 around, I'm killing the planet. I'm some kind of selfish asshole because I have a carbon footprint. Okay, how much carbon monoxide is in the fucking atmosphere? Oh wait, 0.04%. And if we got below 0.02, all the plants would die, which would fucking kill all living life.
Yep.
So the plants go, and the insects go, and the birds go, and all the things that eat them, and like fucking we eat those things. We eat the cows that eat the grass. We fucking eat the deer, and we eat the chickens, and we eat the ducks. We eat all the things, right? We need the corn and the cucumbers and the tomatoes and the squash. And like, CO2 good?
Yeah. Yep.
Like, or that was carbon dioxide, right? But like carbon monoxide, like the plants breathe that in and they exhale oxygen, and I breathe that in and exhale carbon dioxide, right? So like there's some kind of ecosystem. Like, you know, sure, I get it. We throw plastics in the ocean, and that's gross. We do kind of abuse the planet, but not to the extent that, oh, you got 12 years and we're all fucked.
Right.
No, dude. Everything you say is a lie, and you have nothing to back it up other than calling people names and try to create some emotional movement. It's absolutely, completely fabricated, and it's disgusting.
Yeah. So you started out with kind of hinting at somebody behind the scenes pulling the strings, like deep state type stuff. So who is the deep state? Is it the deep state of America or the deep state of the world? Is it a global deep state?
I don't know enough to speak on a globalist deep state, but I do believe there are powers at play that influence many countries, including our own. The deep state in America is 1,000% real.
Right.
As in the point, Biden's not running shit.
No, obviously not.
So either the deep state's real, or we really don't need a president.
Yeah.
You tell me. You know what I mean? Like, it's
Uh-huh.
too obvious.
Yeah.
The motherfucker, like Shane Gillis said, turns into a rumba after every speech. You don't know where to go. You know what I mean? So I think we do need a president. I think if Trump wins tonight, he will be a great president again and do many necessary things to help the common folk, the majority. And I think the deep state is the group of people in power in the government that are not elected. They're permanent bureaucrats, and they have extreme amounts of power and influence, and they make rules and regulations and laws that don't apply to them but apply to all of us.
Yep.
And they don't normally make sense because these people are lifelong government employees and they aren't connected to the population. It's supposed to be for the people by the people, but it's for the government by the government.
Yep.
That's what I think the deep state is. That's what I think Trump meant when he was running in 2016 saying drain the swamp, and he didn't.
Yep.
But I think he's been fucked by the deep state in every aspect for 8 years now. And I'm hoping he gets in and actually does something about it for the betterment of our nation.
Yep.
Fingers crossed.
Who do you think influences each other more? Who the deep state? Does the deep state influence? Are they influenced by all these millionaires and billionaires, or vice versa?
So, obviously, George Soros is a billionaire, and he funds a lot of things, and I think private money definitely does play a game in it, but I think there's a type of person, and I think we talked about, is the type of person that would pursue a career in government and try and climb that ladder and obtain positions, and you have to act a certain way in order to make it in that world. You have to at least attempt to be whatever it is that is necessary for you to be to make it in that lifestyle. And I don't think not even their second thought would be the American people.
Yep.
I think it's all about themselves,
Yep.
and government is self-absorbed and self-interested.
Yep.
and it's only going to continue to spend more, create more debt, build more government agencies, getting sub-agencies, and it can't go on forever. And everything the government does is super shitty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's kind of a strong point. But I can't think of anything the government does well.
Yeah.
Everything that the private industry does is much better. Like Elon Musk literally is looking around like, look, we're literally paying Russia to send up American astronauts to the space station. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because when NASA needs funding, they ask the federal government gives them this funding, and then they have to split up their projects to gain political support in all the states in the country. Like, we're going to get these parts and provide these jobs and send this money to this state and this state and this state and this state. When Elon Musk is like, that's the most inefficient shit I've ever fucking heard of, and that's why we can't even launch our own astronauts, and y'all fuckers are just sitting around NASA with your thumbs up your ass doing no good.
Yep.
Like, sure, we send up Hubble and they make discoveries, and like, it's easy just to be completely one-sided and hateful. I get it. But at the same time, when someone comes around, as a private citizen, wasn't even born in this country, and he starts changing the fucking history of humankind and doing the things that people repeatedly tell him is impossible, and he's not a government agency,
Yep.
it's so obvious that the government sucks ass.
They do. Yeah.
So it needs to be smaller. It needs to be more efficient. It needs to spend a hell of a lot less. We need to have way less social programs. We need to have way less government promises to the people. The people need to be more resilient and stand on their own feet and help each other out, not with their hand out to the government with promises to gain votes to get an office and propel your party that you're representing. Like, it's just, I get it. It's a fucked system. It's the best system that anyone's ever came up with at the same time, but you never stop improving the foxhole, right?
Right.
But we're making it much worse. We're just shitting in our own foxhole and calling it pretty.
And it could be better if Trump wins. Regardless of who wins, though, you know what you can't change? Can't resurrect Peanut.
Bruh, Peanut.
Uh-huh.
And what was his buddy, the raccoon, named Fred?
Yeah. I forget his name, but yeah.
Let's pull up
Those
Peanut
guys.
and Raccoon. I think it's Frank or Fred or something like that.
Yep, it's Fred. Look at him.
Oh,
They got shirts.
dude! That's what I'm talking about.
Nice.
My life mattered. My life mattered. MAGA hats. Fred and Peanut, dude. So, obviously, you've probably already heard about the story if you're watching this, but there was a dude that posted on social media just simple videos of him and his pets. And somebody made an anonymous complaint, and the government swooped in, confiscated his personal pets out of his home, and murked them.
Yep.
Just killed them. And their reasoning was the fact that the species could carry a rabies virus.
Yep.
Well, bitch, so could you.
Mm-hmm.
Human beings can carry the rabies virus. You want to just start murking kids out of parents' homes?
Right.
Why don't you murk yourself?
Yep.
Or you murk your whole agency and we'd be better off.
Yep.
Like,
Where was that at? Like, I don't know what state that was in.
okay, good idea.
Because I know each state has their own laws in regards to keeping
I think New York.
undomesticated animals.
I think New
Yeah,
York.
of course it was.
Dude, R.I.P. Peanut. New York agencies received bomb threats following seizure. News. Alright, how do you read?
Euthanasia.
Euthanasia. Excuse me. So they killed Peanut and started getting bomb threats.
Yeah. Well, don't mess with our squirrels.
Dude, it's so fucked.
Speaking of squirrels, remember squirrel hunting in Alabama?
Yeah, that was sweet.
That was a good time.
Nice.
And we have evidence.
We do.
We do.
We have a ton of memories.
We should look that up.
Look it up.
I can't. Remember the mouse issue?
Shitty mouse. What a shitty podcast.
Yeah. So, you remember when we? Well, of course you do. Remember what we named it? Our adventures.
Foster's Holler on YouTube.
Holler. Well, so CBS. Country boy shit.
Yeah, you want me to search for that?
Yes. Well, just go to videos and scroll down, and it should pop up somewhere.
You have so many videos.
Yeah. Lots of home videos and stuff.
Look at that. Look at that freaking Hulk, buddy. Crewing. Wolfpack, Operation Blue Wolf.
Good times.
Dude, how long has it been?
It's been a little bit. It's 2017.
Oh, Freedom Force.
Yeah.
I hear that guy's cool.
He's pretty cool. Rebelshirts.com.
Yeah. Oh, look.
Yeah, there's one of them. Oh, wow. It's 24. Okay.
Look how young you look, dude.
I know.
And skinny.
You do too. Your face is just covered up.
I was hiding. Is there anything good in this video?
So I made this video when I went to instructor pilot school.
Nice.
And you came and visited.
Yeah.
So I think I threw in like a bunch of our old videos and stuff.
Let's see about it.
You saw that?
Actually, I'm not so sure. Yeah, this is just a random collection of what's
Dude,
hanging
I
out.
bet you will.
So fishing at Tulaco.
Leave the spinner on it. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Spinner because
I honestly don't even remember.
Been thinner with that chip on my shoulder.
Okay, so this is actually just one of my videos, and then I had thrown a little bit of our stuff in there.
Okay,
So this is just a random video. Yeah. Oh, actually, there you go.
Alabama.
You gotta go back a little bit.
Let's go get. In the spot where I saw those turkeys and I caught that baby turkey.
look at you, dude.
Which I had somebody else out here to hunt with.
Catfish.
Oh my god. Good. What are you doing? Did you walk this whole way, man?
Well, I started down there and I
In
went
Louisiana?
up here. I tell you, I can't find them.
This is Alabama.
Dude, what's up,
What's
bro?
up, brother? How you doing?
I forgot how long it had been.
I wanna
Look at that
tell
shirt
you,
though. Freedom Force, bitch.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's a video to come.
That's a secret.
You'll see it.
Tell you what.
Look at that Jeep though. Sexy.
And then it's just us going off to another adventure. But the other video, the
What other
OG
video?
video,
Can we go
is way
back?
better.
What the fuck are we doing?
Here, let's exit out of this one and find our original
Sweet
video.
Willie, bro.
Yeah, we're just doing random crap.
Look at the feather in your
I got
hat.
a feather in my hat.
Pretty funny.
Yeah.
Fucking losers.
Now, what are you even doing?
I don't know.
Taking a picture or something.
I was like, no.
Oh,
You're
we're
like-
recording each other.
Yeah. And then he came over, and I got down, and we came over here, and he was right over there, and I was walking up, and then when I walked up to the buck, I just.
You're just telling a story of the buck you killed.
Oh man, that's funny. I actually want to go back and watch all these.
Uh-huh.
Maybe not while we're actually recording.
Right, there's a few of them. So if you go back
All right, let's go
and
back.
keep scrolling down, the OG video is the best.
All right, let me know when
Yeah,
we
keep
get
going.
to
Just
it.
keep on going.
Oh, the wild turkey. I remember that. That was
Yeah,
a good
caught the
one.
baby turkey.
That was sick.
Government would have came and killed it if I didn't let it go.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Look at that buck, dude.
That's
Nice.
a Missouri buck
Buck
right there.
down.
A little bit more. It's on here, I promise.
No, it ain't.
Oh, what the heck?
What happened, dude?
I don't know. That's weird. Maybe,
Did you delete it?
no, I may have listed it as private or something.
My family and I, we opened a
You got a coffee shop in your home?
Apparently. Hold on, I'll make it public. I guess you can like.
Why'd you make it private?
Edit this out. I don't know.
You trying to hide shit? You're ashamed
I'm
of
not
me?
trying to hide everything from the government.
NSA, Big Brother?
Yep. I'll find it.
That's sick. Let's see if I can find Freedom Forest. Oh, you know what? Oh shit! Accidentally X'd out. So, now we're just reminiscing about our old videos on YouTube.
Yeah, little
Reminiscing.
little lighter conversation. I really want to
Instead of
find.
talking shit about the government.
I want to find this CBS video. I haven't watched it in forever.
I can't even find my shit. I go back to Foster's Holler and see if I can find where I liked or commented.
Oh, I found it. Why do I have it as private?
I don't know. Shady.
Alright, there we go.
It's live now?
Yes. It is live.
Alright. Well, let's, we're working on that. Let's see if we can refresh this and if anything's changed. It's now
Nope.
midnight. Still the same.
Nothing.
Alaska's still in the dark.
If you go to search and type in CBS.
Country boy shit.
There you
Boom, check it out.
You
4
guys
years.
asked me why I drive a mile or an hour to go catfishing. This is why.
That's a big
Down here in
catfish, dude.
Waltrap, Georgia Dam, you follow it. This is it, baby.
You
like
sound
one of
redneck
Bass
as fuck. There it is. Freedom Forest.
Look at it going.
Look at that
Look
sexy
at that.
man. Oh, rooster.
Rooster.
Backflip. I don't have a truck.
Still got that truck.
Check us out, dude. We look like babies,
We were
man.
babies, for sure. What year is this? Did it say?
2017?
Yeah, something like that. Oh, I missed that truck.
That was a nice truck.
Missed that truck too.
Still got it.
Just kidding, you still got it.
You bet my fool with her? I'd be like, go in there. Damn catfish, how many catfish you think I'm in there? Well, man, I'm big fat belly catfish in there. We'll catch about at least 27 of them. Probably 7 for you, 20 for me. I'm saying, that's not freaking, that's a big ass lake. You fool? Dude, my mama could fit in that lake. That's a big ass lake right there. Shoot, man, we should have brought the kayaks. You gonna get us a gator yet?
What vehicle were you in?
Yours.
No, that wasn't my vehicle.
Maybe Brady's.
I think it was Brady's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever gets the most and the biggest gets the honey buns. That's 2 honey buns. Hell yeah, you on that baby wood. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, you look young too.
Yeah. What happened to us?
Definitely the absence of the beard.
Mm-hmm. Man, good times.
Just catfishing.
You might have a big old cat on
That's how it all started.
More like a rock. I have a big old cat on there.
So I edited that part, so I think you were like hung up and you thought you had a catfish.
And we edited it to where we actually caught
Yes.
something. Nice editing, dude. Appreciate you. We got something.
Little baby cat.
That's something. That was a good spot. That spot didn't suck. Get in there. Dude, that kayak's at my brother's right now.
I know, I saw it.
Catfish. He's in here somewhere. Gator.
I missed that hat.
When I got my sandwich last time. We're getting fat.
Then we ended up dropping that gun in the water.
I still got it. This is actually another room.
Gonna be a good day.
Just gonna send it.
And somehow you started talking about mermaids and seashell
You never
bras
know,
or something.
dude.
On our way down K-Bliss, aka Sandpit Hunters.
Oh, that looks delicious.
Send it.
Catfish.
Catfish. I just found out I have a freaking cup holder on my kayak.
Drinking.
What? 2X.
Oh man.
It's a cave.
There's the cave. There's the mermaid part.
On their titties and stuff.
Yeah.
They got the same kind of thing in the rivers. Like, you know, I was thinking about these rivers. You know, I got them mermaids in the ocean.
Yep.
The ones with like the shells on their titties and stuff.
Yep.
I wonder if they got the same kind of thing in the rivers. And like, were they just missing a few teeth or something? Is that bad one of them? You know that they magical. They can make your beer cold if it's warm. I might even cry. I just think about it one time and
We weren't even stoned. That's the worst part.
tail. That's kind of weird. I don't like the scales and stuff. I can look past it.
I have a heart.
I got a heart.
You just kept going. I
remember this shit.
was recording. Yeah.
Nice, dude. Living the
Relaxing.
dream.
Then you had to use the bathroom. Just wait for it.
Oh, I moon you after this. I'm like, dude, it's gonna be funny if I don't fall. Careful.
Pretty sure some deer just took off.
Ooh, shit, close with fuck. Don't fall.
Agility.
You edited it.
Just some random rope we found.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
You sent it. Oh, I remember all this shit, dude.
Uh-huh.
Oh, shit.
Studying for flight school.
Dude, we had a really cool room, though.
Yeah, I wish we would have had evidence of the whiteboard
Huh?
and all the stuff we put on the whiteboard.
Yeah. That's the futon.
Uh-huh.
Because even if it smells bad there, like, if there are all the rats out here,
And showing us how to make cereal properly.
pour it out. And then smell it. Drink it.
Look at that soldier. Fucking hero. You still got your name stenciled on your chest. Fucking Woj.
Good times, man.
Man, that was cool. All right, let's see. See if Trump won yet.
Probably did. D47.
Woo!
Look at that.
Is that like an omen?
Yeah.
His
It
second
is.
term, he's gonna be 47th president.
Bro.
Like, I feel tingles.
Yeah, I like it.
It's a good sign.
That's a very good sign.
Either it doesn't mean shit at all, or it's a good sign.
Or it's everything.
Yeah.
I
But
know.
still, dude, fuck America. Get your shit together. 47.4%.
Should not be that
Kalama
close.
Lama got over 60 million, almost 61 million votes.
Or did she?
No. Wait a minute. Yeah.
That's what it says.
Fuck, dude. And Trump only got 65.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
It's too close.
the media's got mad game.
Yeah, but if you still trust the media, that's my exact point.
I
Fucking
know.
idiots.
Uh-huh. That's what I'm saying. Can we take a break right quick?
Yeah.
Let's take a break.
Let's take a break. Fuck it. At some point in time, we gotta end this podcast. For real.
Well, I know we're like trying to fucking get to the results.
Alright. We're back. Where we at? Alaska woke up.
Nevada woke up.
I knew Nevada was cool.
It woke up in a good way.
Vegas was like, alright, fuck it, I'll vote.
Yeah.
So, we are sitting at 247 still.
Yep.
She jumped up to 214. We are so fucking close to 270. Come on!
Right. Yeah, I think we got it.
Still, it's a close race. 51 and
It is.
47. It's too close.
It's too close for comfort, for sure. But
I kind of
The
just
way-
want to make another drink, go to bed, and I'll figure it out in the morning.
yeah, we'd be here all night probably.
Absolutely.
So,
Well, dude,
uh,
glad you're here. This is actually from those old videos years ago. This is the first video that's actually going to be put on the internets. We're back at it.
in years, yeah. I
Just
mean,
a little fatter and hairier.
yeah, I think probably most of our best conversation was off camera.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
we get in here and it's like, oh, I already talked about that.
Yeah,
But
that's true. But good time. I think we have at least a few hours of this shit. Probably going to be like a 2-part video. I'll probably upload at the same time, but just because it would take all night to upload. Probably do it in 2 sections. And you know what? Maybe in a few years from now, we'll come back and we'll laugh at ourselves for making this shit.
be like, remember that video we took right before Trump won?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can say that.
Hopefully. But yeah, it's been a good time, dude. For real.
We gotta do this
Yeah.
again, like sooner than later.
Yep.
Like, let's not wait years to do it again.
I think for now though we should go ride some jet skis.
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
Except for it's fucking midnight.
That's trying to sound cool.
Okay. Yes. Cool. Super cool.
We've been
Yeah.
up way too long.
Oh my god, dude. It's been one hell of a weekend.
Yeah.
Alright, next time I'm coming to Kansas. I want a
All right.
Kansas buck.
Yeah.
On camera. You promise
We got
me?
plenty of them.
Kansas buck?
And you want me to record it?
I'm recording now.
Yeah, I promise you.
Sweet, dude.
So,
Alright. Well, fuck yeah, dude. Thanks for coming on the podcast.
yeah, man.
We talked about problems and drinking, so just drinking problems. I think we accomplished the task. We understood the assignment. And you tired of this podcast and bullshit?
Yeah. Not really, but it's about that time.
All right. I would say check out rebelshirts.com, but I'm not even wearing a rebelshirts.com. This is actually the old Freedom Forest from the old YouTube channel shirt. But yeah, check it out if you want to, or don't. You know, I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but actually I'll tell you not to. Do not go and like this video, subscribe to this podcast, or check out rebel-shirts.com unless you're a rebel. And this is reverse psychology. And I should shut the fuck up and end this video. So, we out. Good show. Fuck,
Man.
dude.
Well, we ended it.
Fucking mama.